Hey everyone, this is part 2 from last week's episode. Hope you enjoy. Cheers. I've done that on the train where you wake up. So this was, no, it wasn't, I can't say it was before Bluetooth, but Bluetooth, I just didn't have a Bluetooth headset.
Yeah.
So you had your wired headset.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And you get up.
There's still people that have the wired headsets. Yeah.
So the new trains nowadays, they've got the little handle loop.
Yeah.
Right, where you can pull it side to side.
Yeah.
So same with Fab. You get up, I'm like, shit,
Yeah.
got to get off.
I hope this is going where it's... Yeah.
I get off. The cable's dangling, hooks onto the thing, and it pulls your head back.
Yeah.
You're like, shit. Or that. Or if you have one of the side bags, the side bags get hooked on, and you get pulled back as you're rushing out. And you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Another one quickly. So, as you know, I sleep on trains. And it was really weird because in my head, I can hear somebody snoring really fucking loud, right? And it's crazy because I wasn't full sleeping, but I was out. And in my head, and I remember clear as day because I was thinking in my head, who the fuck is this idiot that just won't shut the fuck up? I'm trying to sleep and all I'm hearing is fucking snoring. Anyway, it was me. It was me. I was so out of it. I was so out that one snore woke me up.
Fuck.
And that's when I realized, oh shit, it's me. Another time, I was in such a deep sleep and I woke up and I was so refreshed, right? Yeah. And I was drooling and everything.
Oh,
and at this
no.
point, I had no idea where the fuck I was.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I wake up. I remember wiping the drool off my face. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I look around. I'm like, why are there people here? And I realized I'm on the train. Yeah. I was sleeping on this Asian guy's fucking shoulder. The drool patch on his shoulder.
No.
The guy
he did nothing.
The guy he had no idea what to do. I just looked at him. I'm like, bro, why didn't you wake me up? He goes, you were so comfortable.
Shout out to that guy.
Man. Shout out, Mr. Ed, random Asian man. You are not all heroes wear capes.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Not all heroes wear capes, but they do wear Fabi's saliva on their shoulder.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? If we were bigger, I would say let's shout out and find this random man and get him on the show.
Not find this guy.
Fuck, it'd be funny if one day, and I'm just because I'm not racist. I know one Asian. It's Julius.
and it's Julius.
Oh man, that's too fucking good.
Fuck, that's funny as I've never done that. I've slept on a train heaps of times, obviously. Almost every time I'm on there, I'm always asleep.
I've fallen asleep. I don't think I have, to be honest with you. Maybe just dozed off a little bit. Besides that time where we were on the night rider bus and I was out cold, I have woken myself up with my snoring.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, a lot. Especially when I was heavier than what I am now, or really drunk or really tired.
Yeah.
Or if it's all three, when I was really heavy, really drunk, and really tired. Poor lids.
Trifecta.
Yeah, the trifecta. Yeah.
Actually, that just got a memory now that I actually fell asleep. So I do snore. I snore a lot. I never thought
I fucking know. Yes, I do know. Yeah.
I've heard myself snore a few times on the train
bad,
or whatever it is.
It's bad.
But sometimes I don't. Like, I've actually recorded myself on the train to see if I do snore on the train. And sometimes nothing. There's no noise. Anyway, so this time, obviously I was fucking tired as hell. And I did. I woke myself up.
Yep.
Woke up, looked to the side, chick's recording me.
So this is pre-TikTok, is it?
I don't know, man. I can't remember how far.
A couple of years?
Yeah, it was a bit of a while. I think it was before COVID.
It was probably when they had Vine. Remember the Vines?
Yeah, Vines.
Remember Vines? So it's probably a Vine. It's probably a Vine out there somewhere.
Yeah, so she's full recording me, and I'm looking at her, and she looks at me.
Yeah.
She's just like, sorry.
Did you go back to sleep?
Okay, it's all right.
Yeah.
I would have done the same thing.
You're welcome. No, yes, I have heard you snore, Dougie. It was after the Mighty Panthers won last year's grand final.
Oh, bro, we had some really good scotch.
That was a good.
I
that was a scotch where you
fucking smashed.
you blew your load. Basically, you blew your load. Literally, you don't understand. He took a sip of this scotch. It's a 21 year. You guys got me last year for my birthday. So 21 year Glenfiddich. So just as a hint, it was amazing. So I need more. And he smelled it, whatever. We did the whole thing. We even recorded how we opened it. Because I said, if Panthers win, we're going to open it to celebrate. And if they lose, we're going to open it to drown our sorrows. Either way, we're opening it. And turn it, whatever. He literally smelt it, whatever. He took a sip. He put the scotch down. He took a literal step back. I think he braced himself on a chair and he's like, I just wish we recorded his fucking reaction, man, because it was...
I was jelly legs. I was.
You were, bro.
I had it. And that was the best scotch I've ever had at that moment.
He was about to say it was the best thing I've ever had in my mouth.
Second best thing.
Second best, yeah. Sorry, Fab. My bad. Shout out to Fab.
Yeah, I think I took 2 steps back and I went, oh my God.
Oh man, that was a fucking awesome reaction.
I think Lydia saw it all.
Yeah,
like the whole reaction.
She still to this day talks about it. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
It
that was
good.
really good.
But yeah, I remember you snoring that night because we were hammered. Not that you follow the footy in any way, shape, or form, but you do love a good time and a good scotch.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed it.
It was fun watching how this guy is when the Panthers are playing, especially on
grand final. Bro, that was the best.
But you want to talk about snoring, man.
Doug kept the whole house. He literally kept everybody awake except for Carmen.
I guarantee you. I can promise you all my life. I'll drop dead tomorrow if this story is not true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When we went camping the last time, I was stuck with Willie and fucking Martin.
Doug's gone. That bad.
We went camping.
That's right. Because Willie
went there.
Willie was no. I had to work. Yeah. Willie goes. He was saying to you, Doug, hey, I don't want to go because of my snoring. I'm like paranoid about my snoring.
Yeah,
bro.
Go, Fab. Please tell us. Is it that bad? I
slept folded up like a fucking, I don't know, origami piece in my car.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say because Martin was using you as like a spooning toy.
Bro.
Because he's fucking
I've
huge.
never heard these noises, these sounds come out of a fucking human being before.
Like dinosaurs.
Was this the first night when you guys got there? Yeah, it was the first night.
It was the first night.
Yeah, it was the
and
first
then
night.
the second night because I refused to go in that fucking tent.
Oh,
fuck
brilliant.
that.
Oh, what
bro.
Tents have got soundproofing.
Yeah, bro.
No, nothing's saving you from them. Nothing's saving you from
kidding.
them, bro. It's like they were going, they were, bro, all right, put it this way. Now I know for next time when we go camping, I have to go to sleep first.
Okay.
Because if I don't,
that's it.
Gonskis.
Done. Well, put it this way. We'll test the theory, right? October. Let's go camping in October, right? The blokes.
Right.
We take Martin, we take Willie, and we record them. We record it. We can play it on the podcast.
I don't think that mobile phones have the capacity to record that shit.
You just see the phone just disintegrates.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
The decibels kind of kill it.
Listen,
like the Avengers when people just disappear. Like the phone just disappears in your hand.
I snore. My dad was a bad snorer. But I could put up with that shit. This was insane.
Yeah, right.
Like, I've never experienced anything like it.
Yeah.
I had to go back to my car and sleep.
Yeah.
It was fucking
hell.
Yeah, I woke up, right? Next day, I'm like, I usually wake up pretty early at the camp.
You got to make most of the day.
This guy's coming out of the car. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Did you go to the shop or something? Like, nah, man.
No.
I slept there.
I can actually. I'm watching. I'm seeing Fab do this. I can see his face.
Bro.
I can see.
I goes, man, these dickheads.
Bro. He was fucked.
Oh, God.
Like, proper. Like, I'll put up with it.
Yeah.
But that's next level shit.
Yeah.
Bro, it was like
that?
they were taking turns.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They were taking
It
turns.
was like grinding gears in a truck.
Yeah.
They're like, so you're loud.
Yeah.
I see your loudness. I raised you.
A rhinoceros
And I'm
snore.
sitting there just looking at these two dickheads sleeping, like full on, like in their fucking element, right? They're out cold. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, both. You're lucky, both of you are so much bigger than
Yeah.
me.
you could crush me like a paper cup. Especially Martin.
I'm not saying shit's about it.
No, of course
You
not.
snore as much as you
Yeah.
want to snore.
It's like,
bro.
would you like me to massage your head while you're falling asleep, Mr. Martin?
You're not snoring loud enough.
Please go louder.
Yeah, fuck.
All right, well, we'll move on to let's talk about some old locations that we can remember that don't exist anymore.
I've
All
got a
right,
couple. I've got a couple.
I've got one that is
Yeah.
probably at the top of everyone's head.
Oh, I know what you're going to
Everyone's
say. It
saying
rhymes
to
with
you
Mamba
right now.
Man.
What?
No?
What?
Mamba Man?
Well, Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wonderland. Wonderland is always everyone
such a
who
good
was grown here from 1985 till the early 2000s when
Yep.
it closed. I think it closed about 2004.
Yeah.
Has been there. I'm assuming they've all have been there.
When we were kids growing up, that place it had a theme. So it was Hanna-Barbera,
Yes. Yeah.
right? Remember
Yeah.
I had a Hanna-Barbera land?
Flintstones, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, Flintstones,
Yeah.
you name it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
All of that, all of those cartoons.
Yeah.
They were pretty peak at that time as well.
They were.
So there were Wonderland when we were growing up. The reason I'm bringing it up is because not many people will remember. I was there pretty much every weekend up until it
Lids was
closed.
the same. Yeah.
I had my Wonder Pass every year.
Yeah,
Like, it
Wonder
was
Pass.
crazy.
Yeah, Lids was the same, yeah.
All my cousins, we used to get together in someone's house, and then we catch the bus in together,
Yep.
and then spend the whole day there. But it used to be themed. It had Hanna-Barbera land. They had shows. They had Young Talent Time there, like a
Yeah.
lot. Like they had heaps
Yep.
of stuff. In summer, I used to close later than like it used to
Yeah.
close at night.
Yes.
Until
Straight up.
9 p.m., 9:30 or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
They had fireworks every night.
Yeah.
At close. They even had for the adults over 18s Utopia.
That's right.
The Utopia,
Yes.
I remember
Utopia.
that. I never got to experience that.
That's at the. Was that the whole place, or was it just at the?
No,
you
the
could
whole
go
place.
to the pool area as well. You can go
Yeah,
swimming.
everywhere, bro. Everywhere.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
the whole thing,
The whole place was open at night. It was like a massive rave at nighttime, and they shut it down because somebody got stabbed
Yeah.
and killed. So they shut the whole thing down. But that was incredible. That place was the place to be. That was the go-to for
Yeah,
everyone.
man. That was mad.
everything.
School excursions,
Yeah.
like I said, me and my cousins were there
Dates.
every weekend.
Dates.
Bro.
Yeah.
You name it. And the date, the
Birthday
the specialty for dates was going on the Zodiac.
The
was it?
Zodiac,
Was that
yeah.
the claw?
Yeah, the one that
claw,
goes around.
Oh,
the
that fucking
two twin
claw
ones.
thing,
the
man.
twin
Yeah,
claw,
nah.
yeah. The twin
Yeah,
claw.
the cages.
Yeah.
My craziest experience there was I did obviously the Little Beast, the Big Beast, or Bush Beast, whatever it was called.
Bush
the
Beast.
Bush Beast
And the Beastie.
and
Yeah, and the Beastie. Yeah, so I did all them, and I did the Space Probe.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
was
yeah.
fucking
That was
mad.
fucked.
Yeah.
But the one that, because I can't go backwards, the one that goes up and then
The demon.
The demon, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
the demon.
And I did the pirate ship as well.
pirate
But
ship
that
was
one, that's why I didn't do the demon, because the pirate ship is forward and back.
Yeah.
And afterwards I was like, oh.
Yeah.
No, that was the go-to for anyone, man. That was
100%,
awesome. That
man.
place. That was
That's-
so fun.
So many memories. Like I remember going that. Like you're saying, you go with family. I think at the beginning, obviously, we went with family because I was young,
Kids,
on my own.
Yeah.
And then when you got older, you did the same thing. And you started taking your girlfriends there. Like, let's go for a day at Wonderland. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that was
It's
always
awesome.
the place. That was always,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter
It was
what.
the place to go.
Yeah.
It was just fun because you could just do
school
anything.
School excursions were there.
Yeah, school.
Yeah.
Literally, I remember school excursions. Yeah. Do you remember that when Space Probe came out? I remember I heard all these stories from people that had been on it. I had a mate that they had the Wonder Pass, and he was there all the time. So we took his brother's Wonder Pass, and used it for me. I think it was. I don't know how I got in there, but
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
I went there with him.
You just have
And
to scan it anyway. Doesn't
yeah,
it?
he was like you, Doug. He just went on everything. He didn't care what it was. He just went on it. Where I was
Yep.
very selective. But I went on the Space Probe. I was shitting myself, but I went on it, and I'm so glad I did. But I heard all these stories. Like, remember, it had the screens,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it would count down. But
That was at the
everyone was
beginning.
different.
When it
would've
first came.
Yeah.
Every time was different.
Every time
Yeah.
was
It would've got
different.
down on
Yeah.
zero.
Yeah,
It'd
and
get down-
sometimes it'd be like 5, 4, bang, drop or whatever.
yeah,
and
yeah.
on my one, it went all the way down, and I was expecting it to drop. It didn't have my eyes closed. I'm shitting myself, right? And it didn't drop, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then it gets down to 0, and it still doesn't drop. And we're all waiting, and I turn to him, and I'm like, "What?" And as I'm saying, "What's going on?" Bang! It drops. And I tried to scream, but it just took my breath away. I was like, I just went.
Yeah.
And I remember looking down, and my legs are just flying in the air. I could not control
Yeah.
them to bring them down. And as I'm looking at, you know how sometimes you look at something, you're like, fuck, that looks really small, that looks really big, but the distance thing.
Yeah.
As I'm looking, the angle I'm obviously looking at, it looked like my legs were going to hit
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like, oh my God, I'm going to snap my
yeah.
legs off. And then as you land,
Yes.
you're like 3 meters away.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
I'm not even
Yeah.
close.
I'd had the same thing, exactly the same thing. I'm like, I gotta tuck your legs, tuck your
Yeah,
legs,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
couldn't.
So I'm trying to breathe, trying to tuck my legs in and thinking,
Yeah.
here we go, I'm going to lose my legs.
Yeah, no, that place was something
that
else.
was so much fun,
That
man.
was something else.
What was first ride, last ride you jump on?
I just pretty much did Little Beastie. And then until
Yeah.
as I got older, the time I went back, we went twice and we did the Space Probe heaps of times.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So for me, the first one that we did, because it was pretty much at the entry, was a pirate ship.
So that's one thing, right? Everyone calls it the pirate ship. It's just I used to call it. It's called Bounty's Revenge.
Bounty's Revenge.
Oh, really?
That's right.
It was called Bounty's
Oh, I
Revenge.
thought it was called Pirate Ship.
Everyone called it the
Yeah.
pirate ship.
Yeah, the pirate ship. So the first one I'll do would be the pirate ship.
Yeah.
The last one that I'll do will probably be the Daemon. That was probably the last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because we guys say, if for those that remember, you walk in, pretty much the first one that you see would be the
Yeah,
Bounty's
Bounty's
Revenge.
Revenge.
Yeah.
And then the way we did it was we'd get to the left, and that's down where more of the kids stuff is.
So you
But
go to
there's-
Hanna-Barbera Land?
Hanna
so
Barbera
get
Land.
out
Yeah, I remember
Hanna-Barbera
that.
Land.
Yeah.
Because there's still that was more for kids, but
Yeah.
there's still
Yeah.
a shitload of things for
Yeah.
you to do.
Yeah, heaps.
Yeah.
So we go around there, and then we go.
You'd
all
pass
the way up
Transylvania.
and then we go up to Transylvania.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you work your way down all the way to
All
the
way
Gold
to
Rush.
the Wild West. Yeah.
Gold
I
Rush.
remember Gold Rush,
Gold
the
Rush.
Wild West, yeah, all that.
The
Yeah.
one that I liked, which was pretty, everyone used to do it, but it was pretty. You had to get it on the right day, because this ride used to change hour by hour, no matter what. It was never consistent, and there was a white water rapids.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Whitewater Rapids. You could either have the craziest experience where it's fucking chaos and you're
And you'd
fucking
be
smashing
drenched.
the sides.
Yeah.
You'd
And
be
you're drenched and you think you're going to flip.
Or the fucking, or the
the
water,
jets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or the jets will get you full on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'd be like a really rough ride, which was fucking hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you get the complete opposite, where it's just the most boring fucking little boat
It
ride
just-
for like
it-
20 minutes.
Yeah. You just trickle down.
Where
Yeah, like a leaf.
You see, because we used to get there all the time, so we used to know where everything was. So we know, all right, around this corner we got a spire coming up, and it's
Yeah.
gonna drench us. And then you're about to get to the corner, and you see it go up, and you're like, oh, it's not timed. So you know the whole trip's gonna be fucked.
Yeah. So we did that. So there was the time one, right? 8 to 10 will fit in the donut.
yeah.
Right. So I do remember that. So there was
8.
one
I
point.
believe it was 8.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there was one point where it was the jets were going all the time and you get wet majority of the time, right? And then there was a time where you started slowing down where the timing was out. But you kind of knew the timing if you went regularly.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
then after a while, you know when they would off and when you'd actually get wet.
yeah.
Okay.
So they had the ring in the middle.
Yes.
And you'd spin
You
it.
could spin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you could spin that. You had to spin.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
And you had to spin it around.
I remember that,
And we're
yeah.
like,
Do you remember getting off it with the
I don't think I was old enough.
spinning platform?
Yes. It's all wet and getting off. I love it.
I said myself. Nah, but with this ride, when you get off it, when you get to the end of it, the platform used to spin because
yes.
and you get the boats to go around again.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And
So jumping-
you'd also do it too. You spin it so you get stuck. I think when you go,
Yeah,
it
you
goes up
can.
the ramp.
Yeah, and then it gets stuck.
Yeah,
there.
and it gets stuck then,
But
yeah.
then when you go up that ramp,
Yeah.
and then it goes back to level water,
Yeah.
or level ground. The actual platform that you jump off on spins. The
Yeah,
whole
it
thing
would- yeah.
constantly
Yeah.
spins.
Yeah.
So to jump off, you
Yeah.
fucking
Yes, right, you had to rush
stack
off.
it. You had to time it properly.
Yeah.
or else you
That's
fucking
right.
Break
Yes.
you break your neck.
And I think that's like a part of that, all that, and the chains and all that. Like the people that I think it was
Queensland.
In Queensland,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
died.
I'm
They
pretty-
died going up.
Yeah, up the so that they've shut them down. I think
Yeah,
they don't do them anymore because it was,
I've been on the one in
been on
Dreamlord.
the one in
I've been on
Queensland,
that
yeah.
Dreamlord. Yeah,
but they shut it down after that, haven't they?
yeah,
not?
they did.
It's
I know.
just done.
I think it's still going.
It's still
It's
going.
still going. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's just
They are they're a nightmare, man. I'm actually surprised more accidents haven't happened because, as you're saying, like you couldn't even jump off without falling.
Well, I was on, so what we were talking about before, the Wizard's Fury. So, was that the
Wizard's
one?
Fury. That's the one that
No,
goes around
that's
in
the-
circles
yeah.
in
The-
Wasn't
Transylvania.
that Tasmanian Devil?
No, that wasn't. I think we.
Was it the one that, Wizard's
Wizard's
Fury
Fury was the one that
they
goes
used to
through
go up.
inside the
Yeah, no.
building and then
Yeah, no,
goes
no.
out again.
So what was the
Zodiac.
The
Yeah,
Zodiac,
Zodiac.
Zodiac.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I was on that one. It was all over the news. It was fucking crazy. I was there with my ex-girlfriend. We were up there and it got stuck and our cable snapped off it.
Fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the cables were fucking just dangling. We didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Fuck.
We were up there for fucking, if you had, bro, Channel 7 helicopter was flying around us for ages.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking
That
hell.
was fucked. That was
All right,
scary.
I'll tell you an embarrassing story. So this is not embarrassing for me. This is embarrassing for my sister.
Wow, Doreen. Let's go.
Yes.
Bring it on.
Yes.
So we were on the Zodiac, right? And for some reason, I have no idea. Right? She wanted to see what number carriage we were on. So she stuck her head through the bars to have a look.
No.
Right? And I think I don't know. Nobody noticed until we started hearing. Right? And we all obviously everyone looked and we were like, "Wow!" He was like, "I can't get my head out."
Ah, fucking Doreen.
That's brilliant.
Oh man! So yeah,
Awesome.
I don't know how she got it through her head free. She was
The
young.
ease.
She was
Yeah, yeah.
she was
Ease
young,
would've gone
right? She was
down.
really young. Yeah, and then so we literally pulled her, and the ears were stuff. Yeah, so we pulled her out. But for me, first ride was Bouncy's Revenge, so the pirate ship,
the pirate
as we
ship,
all
yeah.
know it as.
Yeah, yeah.
Pirate
Well,
ship.
now.
And the last ride was the pirate ship. So
Okay.
what we found was when we went and it was closing time, you could go there. Nobody was lining up, right, on the pirate ship. The record of staying on, right?
Yeah, yeah.
As in staying on the ride. I don't have to get off and line up again. At the end of the day was 7 times.
That's what we used to do at the bush base, at the big one.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll be like looking around. Do you
Yeah.
guys want to stay on? Yep.
Yeah.
We stayed on 7 times.
Far
It'll be
out.
like going on and on and on and on. And that was the last ride. Like
It's good.
people
It
would
was
come
good.
on, but yeah.
It was good when he didn't have a big line. Like I remember the space probe was ridiculous. Like I remember
when it first came out.
when
yeah,
it first
definitely.
came out, we would walk past it, and I was too scared to go on it. My brother went on it with his friends, like with the guys you guys would all gone to school with from Prewood. And I remember just and it was
Like a 2-hour wait.
ridiculous wait times, man.
Yeah.
But then obviously over time, people I've done it now, whatever.
Yeah, when I was younger, it'd be a long wait for all the rides for everything that you went on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And then as you got older and it goes to the 2000s era,
Yeah.
it wasn't as packed.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
could,
people got less.
yeah,
yeah.
And there was
yeah.
a lot of rides where it was shut down. You'd go there, then
Yeah.
say the
Maintenance.
For
Rapids
maintenance,
wasn't,
yeah,
the
shut down for
Rapids wasn't
maintenance,
open
yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
The ones that I liked, Wizard's Fury, Space Probe, the Demon,
Yep.
the Beastie was always really good.
Yeah.
There was the Skyhawk was all right.
Skyhawk was cool.
Skyhawk. What was
Yeah.
that one? What
That was the
one?
one where you go up.
Yeah.
It's like a giant drop. It's like the Space Probe, but
Oh, okay.
smaller.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it had
yeah.
the parachute at the
Yes.
top above
yes. I think I remember that
you.
one. Yeah. Yeah.
Rapids. There was the round pirate ship,
Yeah, the Endeavor.
the Endeavor. That's the
Where
one.
you're standing up.
Yeah, and then you go up and down.
It goes, it
Ah,
goes
yeah,
like,
okay,
waving
yeah.
kind of
it
thing.
goes around
Yeah.
in a circle and it's waving around. Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
it? I might be thinking of a different theme park, but did it have one where you're like on a boat, and I might be thinking of up in Queensland, and you've got like cannons and you're shooting water?
Definitely not. No,
It wasn't
no.
there.
Nah, that would have been Queen.
Because
That's,
it was like,
that's,
yeah, you're
that's
up,
up
you're on you get on the boat, so you have stations all the way around, and
Yeah.
you line up to get on this boat, and it just takes you around a big circle.
That's probably
and
up in
it's
Queensland.
literally like a pirate ship with cannons. You know what I mean? But all the cannons have the water things, and you just shoot it at everyone.
Look, it could have been at the,
I'm not.
the
I just
water
remember
park area.
It must have been up
Yeah,
in Queensland.
maybe.
It must have
It could
been.
have been Queensland.
Yeah, definitely wasn't one.
I do remember like Dreamworld having something similar.
Yeah, so
like
it must have been
right?
there. Yeah.
But yeah, there was that, the Bush Beast, the Beast. There was the Tasmanian Devil. That's the one where you're in a little cart.
You're in a
and there's
cart and
whole,
it-
all
and it
of them,
goes-
and it just goes like
Oh,
and it flings you to
yeah.
the side
Yeah,
all the
you
time.
go up and it
Vaguely
goes,
remember
"Bah!"
that one.
That was in the
Yeah.
Gold Rush area.
That was right next to That was right next to.
That's the
underneath
Endeavour.
Yeah,
It was in the Endeavour. That was in that area.
It was at the bottom of the Demon.
No, that was a Wizard's Fury. So the other one was an open area.
Yeah, no, the Endeavour wasn't. Yeah, that was that was across the road, right across the way from the little drop down one that we
Yeah,
talking about.
the Skyhawk.
The Skyhawk.
Yeah.
it was right across it from that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then one I always liked when I was younger was the cars.
The Ampol.
The Ampol one.
Ampol
Yes.
cars, yeah.
Do you remember
Oh,
you could just
used
drive
to
it
think-
yourself?
You used to think you were driving, but you weren't.
And then it followed a track. It was really slow. You just follow
I
a
think I
track.
do remember that one.
The
I do
old
remember
school
that one.
But then they had
Yes.
the old Wild West section where they had the song always playing, where they had the little like carnival games.
Yes.
Where they had the ring toss.
Yeah,
and
the ring toss and like the fishing one, the
shooting
shoot,
one.
yeah, all that, yeah.
Wonderland
remember
was
those.
fuck. That was a
That was
magic
mad.
place.
It
Did
was.
you ever go on the vertical drop in the water area?
Yes.
I never did it.
Yeah.
I remember that had a viewing thing where you got wet.
Yeah.
I remember standing at the thing watching my brother do it. Yeah, standing at and getting soaked.
And
Yeah,
then
wet.
you had on the outside.
Yeah, I got all wet.
It was up near.
I was watching people and I got wet.
It was up near. It was in Hanna-Barbera land, definitely up on the top. What was it called? Where they had the big shark statue, and they had it was what was it called? They had the animals. They had like all the Aussie animals and shit.
Right. The reptile area.
Yeah, like little reptile.
Oh
park.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I remember
They had
that.
the
That was late. Like
the
they
big
put it on
great-
late.
the big great white shark statue outside the front
Yeah,
of it.
man.
Yeah, that was good. That place, man. That was
Wonderland was
magic.
was a great place to go to.
Yeah. Going on other places now.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
There are heaps. You got to think about how much
yeah.
our area's evolved over time.
Yeah, man.
But there are, I'll say 3. So I'll say them in a row before we talk about it. We got Moonrise.
Moonrise. Don't remember that.
We got
He was out of the area, so
Devil's Peak.
Don't know that.
I've never heard of that.
Devil's Peak.
Never heard of that.
Oh my goodness. All right. And the third one will be just all of Darling Harbour.
Devil's Peak.
So
Where was
we'll-
Devil's Peak?
So Devil's Peak was out west. If I remember correctly, it's now where Middleton Grange is, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
right. I've never even fucking heard of it.
It's out that way. So it's, there was this random church in the middle of just before Devil's Peak. So what it is literally out in the sticks, one road, and it went straight up around like a little,
Like a crest.
like a little peak. It goes straight back down, and then it goes straight back up again. So if you look at it, it was a peak. That's why it's called Devil's Peak.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But what people used to do was go there at night and drive. with the
Oh, I
lights
heard
off.
about this. Yeah,
Yeah.
you drive down.
You drive down with the
The
lights
hill
off,
with
and
the lights off.
apparently, if I remember the story correctly, there should be a little girl waiting for you at the bottom of the peak.
Hang on. That's ringing some bells there.
I remember that.
Okay. That's ringing some
I've never
bells.
been, but I heard about
It was
that.
meant to be, like a little haunted place that you go to.
Yes, that's ringing bells.
What used to happen was dickheads used to come from, you turn the lights off, go up the peak, and then go down the peak. And people used to do it with their lights off. So you can't see if there are cars coming the other direction.
Yeah.
So there used to be a lot of accidents, a lot of shit used to happen there. But that was
But I
one
think
of
that
them.
was the idea, right? Turn everything off and just roll.
And try to find the
Yes.
and roll down. free
I
fall.
have
Pretty
heard
much
of
free
this.
fall.
Okay. Never went, never been, but I have heard of this now.
Because
That's bringing memories.
The story, if I remember correctly, is that you don't want to disturb the little girl that's there. And the car sounds will disturb her. So you want to see her, you turn everything off. People used to go down, put it in neutral, turn the car off, and just go down.
Just roll.
Yeah, I've heard this story.
Then
Yep.
there was the mini Moonrise, which was just a little spot that you could see. It was like a kissing point,
Oh, okay.
like in a typical standard American.
Yeah, you know, like when you
movies.
see the,
Yeah.
they go to a cliff.
Yeah, you
and
get on a
there's-
cliff
see the whole
edge.
view.
Yeah.
That was a
yes.
place to go to back in the day. You're up on a high peak, so you see all the city lights and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And obviously Sega World. So Darling Harbour used to be very different to what it is today.
Oh, yeah.
And we had our Sega World, which is another theme park, which
So
was
Seagull used to be,
right in front of Cumberland Park.
yeah, so that precinct, that's where it was before.
Yeah, right there.
Is that
And it's
kids'
been-
water park area still there?
No,
With the slides and stuff near the Maccas?
Gone.
That's
Oh,
gone.
look, that whole thing is now a whole kids park, but it's
Yeah.
not like, I don't think it's a water thing.
Not a
Paddling
water
that.
park, but it had slides and then had a little section
Yeah,
where you
yeah,
like
yeah.
pump water and shit
that's
like
still
that.
there.
That's
That is
still
still
there.
there.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
still
right near the Maccas.
Yeah, so that's still there. That's
Yeah.
the new
Okay.
thing.
That
So,
fucking
but-
Maccas, bro. Those seagulls are fucked. Go on, sorry.
The carousel, the Darling Harbour changed.
Oh, the carousel
I don't know
is
if you guys
gone.
remember.
Yeah.
So back in the day, with
Yes.
Cockle Bay Wharf is
Yeah.
home nightclub and all that.
Yeah.
None of that used to exist before.
Yeah.
There used to be no buildings were there. What they used to do was have like a little carnival. They used to have like a little roller coaster. little,
Yes, they did. Yes.
Yeah, I think I do
Fucking
remember that.
hell.
Yeah, man.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Did you know that?
Yes.
You know-
Cockle Bay Carnival area.
Cockle Bay-
yes.
You know that harbour there, you get a fine for jumping in the water? Did you know that?
Yeah,
I
of
didn't know
course.
that. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
in
did
the
not know that.
Darling
I
Harbour
always
water.
thought you'd be stupid to jump in that water. One, because it's dirty as fuck, but two, sharks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's sharks there.
fucking oath. But
sure.
people, you actually get fined for, and it's very difficult to actually climb back out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you jump in there, you're fucking stupid. You deserve to get attacked by a shark, to be honest.
Going on that Darling Harbour area,
Yeah.
did you guys went on the monorail?
Yeah, that was fucking
Did you go on the
nice.
monorail, Seb?
Yeah, I believe I did. Yeah, I
vaguely
do have
remember
a
it?
vague memory of it.
That was cool.
I bet the trams we have there now are fucking brilliant through the city. I've used them.
Nah, but the monorail was fun. That was actually
Yeah.
one of the reasons we used to go on there.
Yeah,
like,
it
we
was
used to
good.
go to the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my dad wanted
Oh,
to
it
ride
was
the
the
monorail.
best.
It was right.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was cool.
I
I
loved
do
going
remember.
on
I
the
think I
monorail.
swear I've been on it once. I just
There is
remember
still
going
Plastic
on it.
token?
Yeah.
and you pop it in,
Yes.
and you go and you can go the whole
city.
city.
Yeah, and there was
There's
heaps of stuff.
still, if you look
It's
up,
there. Is it still there? The track?
there are
still
sections
sections,
that have
yeah,
it there
I thought so.
more for like
The stations are, I think, are still some of the stations are still.
Okay.
But do
yeah.
you remember the big round circle, the platform that
Like the tube.
on the outside
Yeah.
of the building?
Yeah, yeah.
There are
Yeah.
still some of them around the city.
Yeah, cool.
And I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's more for like nostalgic.
I actually, last year I was talking to Lids. We were about to do it, and then we ended up going to where we went.
Are we talking about like something else, or are you
No,
about,
the
about
city.
to do what?
the city.
Oh,
about
okay.
to.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, I probably should rephrase that. We were about to book accommodation,
Right.
But then we booked that where you came to watch the footy with us down in Cam's Wharf last year when you came up with the kids. We still want to do this trip where literally you just go and like school holidays, pay for 4 nights, like Monday to Friday, whatever, take some leave, and stay in the city, like in a serviced apartment, so you can cook if you want to, so you're not eating out every bloody dinner. But go and explore the city with the kids. Like literally do that stuff. Like jump on the train, jump on the trams, go for a walk through the harbour, go Aquarium Madame Tussauds. I think that's there. Yeah. There's just so much to do in the city.
Yeah.
And instead of going away to like Nelson Bay or whatever, just go to the city and just be doing different shit every day.
Yeah.
Like one day if it's nice weather, jump on go to Circular Quay, jump on the ferry and go over to Manly and swim at the beach. My kids have never done that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty, well, in a way, grateful that my kids, when the monorail kind of stopped, they would never remember it now, but we were able to take them on an experience, just one trip. And they love that whole experience of going on the bus, going on the train, go to the city. We would spend a whole day in the city and just go wherever. Like if we'd go to
I remember that too with my parents,
or going to the the one next to the aquarium was Sydney Wildlife.
It's something
Like that.
There's the aquarium, there's that, and there's Madame Tussauds. Yeah, they're all sort of near each other.
I've never been to Madame Tussauds, but I went to the other one. And that was great. The kids loved it. They loved walking.
There's the
down
Maritime
the city.
Museum as well.
Yeah, the Maritime Museum.
That's right there. You know, there's all that.
They enjoyed that whole thing.
Yeah,
but that whole experience of they all enjoyed everything because they just loved the city, the lights, and the whole experience and everything.
And that's what I wanted to do, right? I wanted to do that. And then instead of having to catch the train back, 50 minutes when you're buggered, just walk back to the room, you know, pick up some food on the way, chill out, crash out, and then next day do something different.
The bridge, the walking bridge, right, on Darling Harbour.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you ever experienced that when it opens?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know.
You didn't know it opens?
No.
Didn't you?
So the boats go in and
It's a
out.
drawbridge.
So
The walking bridge with all the lights and shit.
It doesn't go up like that.
Yeah.
It spins.
spins.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you stand? You can't stand on it. You
No,
can just
You
watch
can't
it.
stand on it. You have to. So when it, the bells or whatever it is, it rings.
yeah.
So it closes everything down.
Yeah.
And you have to wait. And you
No
kind
way.
of everyone.
Pretty sure it still does it to this day. Yeah.
Yeah, it still
Fuck,
does it
bro.
because
I didn't know that.
I've done it. Oh, the kids were a little bit younger. I don't know if they remember, but they'll just
I didn't even know.
once in my life
Yeah,
I've done
There
it.
you go.
I've
See?
experienced it a couple
There you
of
go.
times.
Learn something new. I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all.
It slides over. It turns around and
Mad.
it goes back in again.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah,
That's
and it
mad.
was just like I had never known it done that. I had a suspicion because obviously
The
you
tracks.
see the tracks.
Yeah.
yeah, and then being on there for the first time, seeing it. Oh man, it was just like
I've seen that a few times.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
That's like the first time I went on I think it's down, you've been out that way, Doug, before, like out Windsor Way or fucking Hawkesbury Way.
the ferry.
The ferry crossing there where you park your car on there.
Wiseman's-
Wiseman's
Wiseman
Ferry,
Ferry,
yeah.
yeah.
And the first time I did that, I was like,
That was great.
how fucking mad is it? I'm in my car. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going across the water. It was so fucking cool.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome.
And imagine the bloke that does that job.
Yeah,
Just that's what he does
Just
all
like,
day.
what the fuck?
Just fucking back and forth. Literally back and forth all day.
But the first day of his job, he's probably like, "This is mad."
This is so cool. And then
is awesome.
every day since he's like, this is the same shit over and over again.
I fucking hate all of you.
Yeah.
Let's go to the west. So we've been talking about the city. I don't know if you guys remember
Golden West.
A Magic Kingdom in Lansvale.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember
I remember a place
roughly?
called Magic Kingdom when I was younger. Whereabouts was it? Yeah.
The Meccano set.
Yeah.
You know Meccano set Hume Highway.
Yes.
Yeah, so just further down.
I'm near
just a bit
positive I've been
inside.
there. I
Yeah.
swear I went there for a soccer thing.
Do you know where it's near?
Like an end of year soccer trip.
So past, what's the suburb after Liverpool?
Right, going towards the city, like Cabra.
No, just after. It's got the big
Warwick Farm.
the Warwick Farm.
Warwick Farm, yeah.
But it's got the car yard.
Yes.
It's got the big
Yeah, the Harbour
Bridge.
Bridge. Yeah.
So it's a bit further down from there.
Okay, so it did this one. It had a train
It had a little train.
That went around. Had
took you
little
around the
boats
track.
as well.
It had there was a boot. There was so it was like a fairy tale.
Yes, I do remember this
it
place.
was like
We
a fairy
went there
tale
for a soccer
adventure
trip.
park.
We went there
Here we
for
go.
like under 11s or under 12 soccer trip.
I've got something here for you.
Magic Kingdom, the greatest family day. Water slides, Astro Spin, dry slides.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, I
That
remember
giant
that
slide,
train.
you know
the
that
slide.
giant slide's still there?
Trampolines, stage
It's still there.
This
Yeah.
place still isn't open, surely.
No, it's not open. It's not
Magic
open.
Kingdom, rides, golf, slides.
Yes, those are the boats. And those, I remember those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the cars. Yeah, I remember that.
27 acres for relaxing barbies and picnics in the centre of Sydney between.
How do
Bankstown
these
and
places not
Liverpool.
exist
Look at
anymore?
that number,
bro?
7272.
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
This is before the 9 came in.
This is
Yeah,
before the
before
9.
the
That's
9
right.
came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so there are still some of those elements in that place still.
How do these places still not open? Like we've got out at Penrith, there's cables where they've got
Yeah.
a play area, the bouncy
Isn't it the
trampoline in
whitewater
built.
rafting
Yeah,
place?
but that whitewater rafting's down the road. But they've got the cables. Literally, you grab on the cable, you
Oh,
either
yeah, okay.
kneeboard or
It's where they do the aqua
Whatever.
golf area, kind of, right? That's at Panthers.
It's at Panthers.
Nah,
it's all in the
it's not
Panthers complex.
It's not. No, it's not.
The cables is behind Panthers.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Not in
it's not
Panthers.
part of that complex.
but it's-
It's further down.
It is. I believe it's owned by Panthers. It's
Right,
all
right.
that is. Yeah. But yeah, so I mean that you can literally go there, not pay any money, and have a picnic, and then you can just pay for like an hour
For
of your kid
rides.
going on the cable.
Yeah.
But there's no rides or anything. You know, they've got the water park as well. Like you know what you and Adrian did at Nelson Bay.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
the floating
like
thing.
that floating water
Oh,
park
we've
thing.
got,
They've got
actually
one of
got
them.
videos of that.
Yeah,
But
there you
anyway,
go. We can post that on this app.
one day, yeah. We'll post it
But
up.
yeah, so they've got that. But there's really none of that anymore, is there?
Nah.
Like you don't really have those
The only
things these
thing
days.
that we have that
Not that I can think of. Like,
Yeah.
in
we-
New South Wales, we only have the water park
Yeah.
in not
Prospect.
Ruby Hill, in Prospect.
Prospect,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the only other one that we have is Luna Park.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what we got.
I've been there once. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. That's such a
Nah,
letdown.
they've
Luna Park.
upgraded. They've upgraded.
It was a
now.
massive
They've
letdown.
I used to
definitely
go there when I was a lot younger. I remember going to Luna Park before it, like the first close.
Yeah.
Well, I think the same time they closed. Yeah, that was good. And yeah, I do remember when it closed down.
closed down
while.
for a bit, yeah.
I think there was a complaint about because due to noise and everything
Something,
like
It
that.
was,
and then
it
they
was
were
a
able
roller
to-
coaster. It was a
Yeah, the dipper, the big dipper.
the Big Dipper.
And they were able to
making
reopen
too
it
much
again.
noise.
Yeah.
They ended up moving that to Queensland to Dreamworld.
there
Isn't
you
the
go.
big dipper still there?
No.
It's gone.
No, they got rid of it. That's why it shut down.
Oh.
Yeah, they shut it down.
I
They
thought there was still a
dismantled
roller
it.
coaster there from.
They re-added a new one.
Ah,
There's a
probably
brand-
quieter.
There's a brand new one now.
Okay. Okay. I do remember. Yeah, Luna Park was. It hasn't changed too much actually from all the.
We went there for a Christmas
Nah,
party.
it-
That was fun because it was food and drinks. So Lydia's one of the places she used to work at years ago, like well before the kids were born. But yeah, we thought it was shit. Like we got a pass to walk around, and we're like, this is
There's not much to do.
boring.
It's
Yeah,
like
it was
it's pretty
shit.
quick.
Yeah.
The fun house was always good.
Yeah.
At the back, I remember always going. You'd buy the potato sacks, and you go down the slide.
yeah,
And everything like that.
Those old potato sack slides are the best. Man.
Yeah. So that brings us back to Magic Kingdom. So the big slide.
Yeah, that slide was bad.
You'd get a potato sack,
Yeah.
and you'd go down that
Yeah.
slide.
And you could either sit in it.
It was actually really
or
fun.
on top
It was
of it.
awesome.
Yeah, those slides are the best still, man.
But yeah, Magic Kingdom. I think I've only been there a couple of times, and both those times were for soccer. We had our year presentation
Same.
there.
It must have been like a Latin thing because
Yeah.
we did it with the
Oh, man.
Colo Colo Club when I played there.
But what you guys aren't remembering either is literally around the corner from there was a Fogolar Forlan, which is a Argentinian club.
Ah, there
Oh.
you go.
Yeah.
No, I
There
don't
you
get
go.
that.
So
There you
that's
go.
why
okay.
a lot of that's
Latins.
how a lot of families
Ah,
used to
okay.
do it.
That's why it was so full of Latins there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just for soccer. That's the only time my parents never took us there. But segue. Let's move on.
Yeah, please.
Soccer. Seb, did you play soccer? When you
Yeah, I
were
played
growing up?
man under 5s or 6s right up to under 12s.
Yep.
And then I went into footy.
So I
Yeah.
didn't play soccer until I moved out to the west. Probably year 5. I think when I moved
Yeah.
out to the west, year
Yeah.
5, and I started playing for Canley Heights.
Year 5 or 5 years old?
No, year 5.
Year 5.
Year
So
5.
about what? 10?
Yeah,
Yeah, 10-ish.
I didn't play soccer when I was in the eastern suburbs. I
Yeah,
only
yeah.
played out here.
Our man over here, though, Fab,
Yeah, so
he was a
Fab,
bit of a superstar
When did you start?
growing up.
So I've played soccer my whole life.
Yeah.
Pretty much my
For
whole
our
family.
club?
Yeah. So my grandfather pretty much him and a couple of his mates started a club here called Fairfield Athletics back in the day.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
remember them.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. I remember them.
So we all played for that club, obviously being my grandfather's. No, soccer's being a huge part of my life, man. I'd say I say probably one of the most important factors of my life.
Yeah.
Always, since I was a little kid. We've always played soccer, pretty much every male in the family. Yeah, I started,
Some successfully.
Some very
Very
successfully.
successfully, yes.
Which I'm sure we're going to touch on
Hopefully.
in a little bit. But no. So that was the first club I played at. Actually started off as a keeper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So start off as a keeper. Then went up onto the field, and look, if I took it as serious as somebody else, I don't know. I reckon my life would have been a bit different. I was actually, without giving myself any tickets or not. Like,
No, you were good.
I was
You were
actually,
good.
yeah, I was good. It was
Yeah.
natural. It came natural to me.
Yeah.
And I was really good. I was on the right path for a while. Then I got injured, so I took a step back. Still playing, but just
Cautious.
then, just very cautious. Took a little bit of a step back. I was, as I said, I was really good. So I had a lot of eyes on me, which was good at the time. But I never had that push. My parents were always like, just if you enjoy it, do it. If you don't enjoy it, don't do it. That's
Yeah.
it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So I never had the real push to, no, you're good.
Yeah.
You're going to stick to this. It's going to be good for you in the future. No, I never had that.
Yeah, fair
Which
enough.
now, looking back, I wish I did.
Yeah, fair call.
But at the same time, I also understand why my parents didn't want to do it because,
Yep.
it's at the end of the day, it's what I want. But once I got to the age where, back in the day, we used to go house parties and that. Then
Yeah.
go,
Yeah, I think you
18.
mentioned this in your
14,
Yeah.
15, 16.
Then you go out when you're older. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And that's what drew me. Like I loved going out. I loved
The social aspect of that whole thing.
I love going out. I love the music. I love being around my friends. Just having a fucking mad time.
Yeah.
So that's when my soccer sort of took a back step.
Yeah, fair call.
So now I just play for fun. But the other side of that is my cousin, where he had the right drive.
attitude.
He had the right attitude, the right drive. He had the right push.
Support.
Yeah, the right support.
Yep.
That's right. My uncle was always very, very hard on him, but in a good way.
Yeah.
You're good. You're naturally good.
Yeah.
Stick to it. It's
That's
going
right.
to be
Push hard.
100%. And so that person is Alex Brosk, who happens to be the Sydney FC captain, or was Sydney FC
Yeah,
captain.
well, now A-League legend.
He was,
He is an A-League legend. 100%
and,
he is.
definitely Sydney FC Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Definitely.
How many titles did you win there?
Well, off memory, I can't remember, but he won. I want to say 5. Maybe,
I was going to say
maybe not 5.
at least 3. I know it's at least 3.
He's yeah.
Yeah.
They've had a very successful career.
Bloody oath. he did.
Yep.
Very successful.
Played for
career.
Australia.
Ended on a high.
Yes.
Played for Australia.
Ended on a high.
Ended on a high with the
Yep.
Sydney FC. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That was a
Played for
couple of years ago,
Australia.
that one. 2020.
The last time.
2020, yeah.
Yeah, 2020.
2020, when they took it out and it was his last game.
Perth.
I
Yeah, some of
blocked
us
that out of my memory, out of
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that was a good season. That was look. He's had a monster career.
I think you were there too. Fab.
Yeah,
You
I
went.
went
It was
to
over in
Perth.
Perth.
I went to
Yeah,
Perth. Yeah,
yeah.
They-
You sent us photos and videos of you on the field carrying
field.
carrying
Yeah.
the
Carrying
dunny,
the toilet seat.
The toilet seat. That's the one. The toilet
yeah,
seat.
carrying the toilet seat around.
Yeah.
The only, as Brendan said, the only one to hold the
Yeah, that is a good call by
the
that.
only one to hold the A-League trophy.
As a Wanderer fan, that's a great call.
But even that, like that was awesome. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man.
So just to give you a very quick insight, I don't know how much time we have, but just to give you a quick insight.
Yeah, man.
So Alex is Sydney FC.
Yep.
I'm Western Sydney Wanderers.
All the way.
So Alex played for Sydney previously before Wanderers came into
Yep.
came to life.
Yep.
But I never really liked the A-League. The A-League for me was rubbish.
Yeah.
It was actually rubbish. It was kick and chase. It was watching the ball go
Yeah, I think-
back and
yeah.
forth,
Yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth. So I hated it.
it was early because it's so early on.
Yeah.
Very amateurish.
But in Australia,
yeah. For football,
For
when you
Wogball.
look at it, football internationally,
Wogball.
you know,
Yeah,
Wogball,
Wogball.
Yeah,
soccer,
the
etc.
thing was like, and I'll never forget, they didn't really want you to play the South American style, right? Yeah, and they actually shut it down quite a lot. That's why you would see just long balls,
Yeah.
kick and chase,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
so fucking boring. So I never liked the A-League, even when Alex played.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. It was boring to me. Like we didn't have any big names coming. It was just a brand new competition. So I never really cared. I watched all of my cousins' games, of course, but it was just nothing there. Then the one he left. He went overseas.
Yep.
Pretty sure at that point he went to Japan. the Wanderers came in. And I'm like, all right, this is different. And, you know, everyone listening will know the story already. But when the Wanderers came in, it was huge out west.
Massive.
It was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it
took
was
over, man.
finally like
Massive.
Europe, man. Europe, South America. It was like, this is becoming huge.
Yep.
It was
Sellouts.
every week. It was sellouts.
Sellouts, man.
It was every week we do the marches.
Yep. The
It
marches.
was-
How good are they? From what
the
was
chanting.
that? The hotel. The
from-
Wolfpack. The Wolfpack. When we
there was
started at the Wolfpack
The
Hotel.
Wolfpack.
Yep.
There was the Roxy. There was
Yep.
that, like
Yep.
it changed throughout.
Because
the
it tapped into the migrant
Yes.
Sydney, right?
Yeah.
Migrant
Well,
Sydney is
this-
the West.
This
It's
is,
the
yeah.
Western Sydney
This
Wanderers,
is the
baby.
most like this is when it reminded me the most of the NSL days when it was
Oh,
chaos, man.
yeah.
NSL days was
Mark
fucking
Kane,
huge.
fucking
Mark
hell.
Kane, it was fucking
Yeah,
hectic.
everyone, yeah. Olympic,
So-
Sydney Olympic.
Sydney Olympic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're finally coming back to that, and it's mad. There's rivalries, there's hate,
Yeah.
where it's passion, and it was fucking huge, huge. It was all over the news. It was doing well. It was doing really well.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
Alex comes back.
Yep.
Dickhead goes to fucking Sydney FC. again.
Sydney FC, of course.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
He's Sydney FC royalty.
Fuck, man. So the thing was, with my family, so a lot of family went for the Wanderers because Alex left.
Yeah.
Alex comes back. He's obviously family.
Yeah.
So family goes back to Wanderers, to Sydney FC. My
Yeah.
brother being one of them. But I'm not going to jump ship. I was never a Sydney FC fan.
Yeah.
I was
Why are you
always
gonna
a
do
fan
it
of my
now?
cousin.
Yeah, of course.
But now we've got something in the West where it belongs.
Fucking
Right?
oath.
The West is full of fucking people from overseas. Soccer's
Yeah.
being the
It's a big
number one
immigrant
sport.
area.
Yeah.
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 Soccer being the number one sport, like it was home, man. It felt like it was home, and it changed. The A-League changed forever. Finally, it's exciting. And the fact that Alex is back, and not only is he back, he was back as captain,
Yes. Yep.
right? And Alex, as you boys know, you've met him a few times, he's super down to earth. He'll have a chat with you. He'll tell you. He'll answer anything you want. He's
Yeah.
sicko. He's the best.
It's hard to hate him.
He's the best. Yeah, bro, like, honestly, my cousin's...
It was during that time.
No.
It's hard to hate him.
Yeah.
It
Fair enough. Yeah.
But the thing
Very
was
hard.
the rivalry. So what people were saying was, Alex coming out going, there was one interview that he did when it was just before the derby. And he goes, everyone from Western Sydney, we hate him. And I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. Like, why the fuck would you say that? And my phone, fucking people were going off, man. People, honestly, and this is what got to me, right? This is when you see the different side of people, which fucking, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So you get people going, I can't believe your cousin fucking said that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, I know, I don't know what to do. Like, fucking, I know, what do I do? Like, he's my cousin, and he said, "Fuck you" to me. pretty much.
Yeah. He was like literally 5 minutes from my house right now.
Oh,
That's
really?
where he lived. So he was a Western Sydney boy.
Oh, no.
No, you can keep it in it. He was definitely, he was definitely, he's bad.
Yeah, he is
born
Western.
and,
Yeah.
born and
He is
bred,
a Western Sydney boy.
born and bred
Yeah.
in Western
What a
Sydney.
champion.
100%. But you know what? He didn't play for Western Sydney. He played for Sydney. So he,
East Sydney Smurfs.
no, but that's where his loyalty lied.
Yeah. No, good on him. bro.
And being the captain, he was fucking, and he meant it.
Good on
Yeah.
him.
He's like, when it comes to the rivalry, we're fucking rivals.
Yeah, that's
We're
fine.
still talking about it now. Good
Yeah,
on him, man.
Exactly.
But that's what it's about.
But you know what?
That's what I would do too.
Yeah, fucking oath.
and you know what? At that point, the derbies were always derbies, right?
Yeah.
But that point, when
Yeah.
he said
That took it.
it changed.
It went to
the
another level.
game completely.
Yeah.
But seeing Alex as your cousin and then seeing Alex as a football player,
Yeah.
two different fucking things,
Yeah.
right? But it was that question always gets asked. Your cousin plays for
Sydney FC.
Sydney.
Yeah.
And you're wondering, like, why? And like, he even understands it. He even said it. So my brother does another podcast with his mates, and they had Alex on.
Yeah.
And Alex said it. He goes, bro, like, for him, it was hard.
Yeah.
For him, it was hard because he's like, he can't understand why people would support Wanderers when he plays for Sydney, right? But then,
Yeah, fair call.
but then talking to him about it properly, he's like, look, I understand. He's like, I was overseas, I came back.
Yeah.
You're not going to jump ship, but it's our cousin chat is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it would
when
be.
when it came to derbies, man,
Yeah.
it was fucking because my whole family goes for Sydney FC.
Yeah, right.
I'm literally the only one that goes for Wanderers.
Fuck.
But
So
there's,
you're the only
there's a
smart
reason.
one.
There's like, and he understands it too.
Yeah.
But it's what gets him is that people fucking like, and people will message me too, going, "Oh, hey man," like, and I'm talking about people that will talk absolute shit, shit, like absolute shit, going, "He's from the West," fucking blah blah. But they message me going, "Oh, hey man, do you reckon like I got my little kid's birthday coming up? Do you reckon you can
you
get him to
serious?
come down?
Nah.
But I'm like, fuck that.
Nah, fuck you.
But that period, man, in my life was
Yeah.
probably one of the most fun
Yeah.
because it was awesome. Like when the big derbies, right? And
Yeah.
I'd message Alex every derby. I'm like, hey, bro, good luck. I hope you get pumped, but I hope you at least score 2 goals. As long as Wanderers score 3, at least you
it's
get
all
a
good.
Support, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. And look, having a cousin in that like with that status,
Oh, yeah.
was fucking awesome.
Yeah, mad.
It was
For sure.
awesome because everywhere you go, like he came to a few festivals with me as well and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And like we're trying to get to a DJ, for example, and people are stopping him, going, "Oh my god, what the fuck?"
Yeah, yeah.
And so we'd miss the DJ. Like,
Yeah.
but growing up with him
Yeah.
in the position that he is, so for example, I would be at work, right? This was a good experience. I get a phone call from Alex. What are you doing? I'm like, can't. Unlike you, I work. it's 12 on a Tuesday. I'm fucking working, bro. What do you think I am? So he goes, no, dickhead. The reason I'm asking, he goes, because Arsenal are here. He goes, they're here for the kit launch and we're having the exhibition game, right? So I'm pretty sure that game was A-League All-Stars against
Yes.
Arsenal.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I think I watched that one.
He goes, I know you're working in North Sydney. He goes, finish. He goes, come to the circular quay to the, what do you call it? Where one of the clubs are. The, fuck, what do you call it? Anyway, it's around that area. He goes, come to this door. Give me a call when you're there. I'll let you in. I'm like, yeah, sweet. So I went with one of my mates. Called him when we were there. Went in. Some of the Sydney boys were there. And out of nowhere, nobody else was there. Just Sydney FC players, a couple of security guards, whatever.
Yeah.
It was a kit launch.
Yeah.
Elevator door opens. Arsenal come out.
Fuck.
I'm like, holy fuck. I'm talking about
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Peter Cech, Monreal, Giroud. And I'm just hanging out with all these elite English Premier League fucking players.
Fuck.
And like I say, whenever anything like that would happen, Alex would always message. So at Alex's house, he's got you know, like his pool room. He had all these framed like jerseys that he wore against, you know, big teams and whatever.
Yeah.
There was one that he hadn't had framed up yet. And he gave it to me. He goes, "Brad, check this out."
Yeah.
It was fucking John Terry's jersey. Chelsea jersey.
Yeah.
Signed. Not signed. It was
Captain.
given. It was actually
Legend.
John Terry's jersey that Alex, because Alex was captain.
Yeah.
The
They swapped.
captain swapped jerseys.
Fuck.
He's got John Terry's jersey off his back, game match worn.
That's
He's
mad.
got who else? He's got from Arsenal, Chamberlain.
He's got Gerrard, doesn't he have Gerrard?
That's Gerrard.
he's
Gerrard.
he's
That's the one that I
Liverpool.
remember.
So I'm Liverpool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's got, you know how before the games they always give each other
banner.
a little
The
banner.
banner.
The
Yeah.
banner. He's got that and he's got the jersey. Hey.
and he's
Yeah, I
got
remember
Stevie
that. Yeah,
Gerrard's
you're telling me that.
jersey. Oh man, he's played against fucking monster players,
Yeah.
monster. And every time he does, like every time something like that would come up, he'd
Yeah.
always message going, "Hey,
Yeah.
bro, if you're not doing anything,
That's bad.
come down." Yeah, nah. Really,
I do remember the one where you said when the Arsenal one,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
sent me photos. They're like, here's Peter Cech because Peter Cech was the keeper for Chelsea. For
Peter
so
Cech's
long.
one of the best keepers of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, "Look who asked me for the time," because he came out to me. Peter Cech came out to me. He goes, "Hey man, do you have the time?" I'm like, "Yeah." What? But soccer.
Nah, it's
So going back to soccer, which is what we're talking about. So like, I had a little bit of insight with Alex, which has been fucking amazing. It's such an awesome ride. Like when he announced his retirement, it was very hard to take that because he'd get us tickets. Like even now with the Matildas.
Yeah.
With the World Cup, he messaged me the other day. It was the day before. I think it was a Tuesday because the Matildas played on Wednesday.
On the Wednesday, yeah.
He messaged me when I was at work. He goes, "What are you doing tomorrow night?" I'm like, "Just chilling out, man." He goes, "I got a ticket to the game if you want to come." I'm like, "Fuck, to a World Cup semi-final."
Yeah,
Fucking
I'm like,
oath.
wait, let me think about that, man.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So he got my whole family ticket. The whole row was just on my whole family.
Yeah.
Man. And then so we were there watching that game. That was fucking incredible.
That was a mad game.
That game,
That made history.
I was
still, man.
messaging Fab, right?
Yeah.
I messaged him. I saw his post. I didn't know he was going,
Yeah.
right? And I saw his post and I'm like, oh, bro, I'm here too, whatever.
Yeah.
We were literally opposite each other.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
directly opposite.
Oh, man.
All right. Anyway, when Sam Kerr scored,
Oh, bro.
that experience,
Yeah.
it was out of this world.
Man.
That was the first time I had ever seen a national team play. He messaged me right after that happened. Like
Yeah.
we're talking about 10 minutes after that happened, right?
Yeah.
And he messaged goes, "That was fucking nuts."
Yeah.
right? It was fucking nuts
Yeah.
because the whole stadium, bar a few England
Yeah,
supporters,
90
when
to
she-
95%
bro,
were screaming.
when she scored,
yeah, and that was a ripper fucking
Nah,
goal,
you'd be
bro.
surprised, man. That there were a
there was
lot
a lot.
of
There
English.
was a lot of
bro.
English
Oh,
supporters.
so say
I'll tell you
90% Aussies.
I'll say no,
Yeah.
even less.
Yeah.
yeah, no, that was
But
insane,
when
man.
she scored, the whole stadium erupted. I have never experienced.
Mad.
I've gone to a derby, and when Wanderers score whatever it is, it's great. But this was next level. The experience
yeah.
being there was amazing.
I've been to massive games overseas here, but look, I'll be 100% honest. When it comes to men's World Cup and women's World Cup, the worlds apart for me. Before, with this World Cup being in Australia, obviously there's a bit more hype here and whatever. But I really didn't care too much. I'll be honest. But I didn't think I'd watch as many games as I did. Man, I was deep into it. And then when Alex messaged me to say to go, I went, right? So when I got to Olympic Park, the amount of people that were there and the amount of things that were happening around the stadium.
It was nuts.
It's amazing.
You know what? And then you look up and just seeing the word FIFA World Cup,
Yeah. Yeah.
regardless of male or female or fucking dog or cat, right? It's a FIFA World Cup.
Yeah, man.
Bro, the goosebumps. I'm like, holy shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm at a World Cup.
Yeah.
And that's when it fucking dawned on me for the first time. And I'm like, holy shit. Then I started getting really G'd up. I was like, fuck, man, this is a World Cup. Like, we're here, we're doing it. We're like,
This is the shit.
I'm amongst it. I'm like, this is fucking legit.
Mad.
Get into the stadium. When that national anthem came on, bro, I'm getting goosebumps now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad.
That
100%.
was
Mad.
Right.
incredible, bro. I've never been more proud to see. And I've been to fucking games, man. I've been to games. Like, I've been to almost every game that comes to this country, right?
Yep.
But that, being a World Cup in your country, male or female, doesn't.
Yeah. It hit
matter.
different, hey.
Doesn't matter.
People that
Bro.
don't even watch sport
I
will watch it.
almost started crying. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is, I'm
100%.
emotional as fuck right now.
Yeah, man.
Then-
As soon as it started, 100%, I agree with Fab. As soon as it started, I recorded a bit of it, and then I went, nah, put my phone away. I'm going to experience this.
Fucking oath.
I sang my heart's content,
Oh,
the
man.
national anthem,
But watching,
and
I
it
looked-
was the best.
Yeah, I remember I looked to the side because like Alex has daughters, like my cousins have kids and that. So Alex has 3 daughters. The way that they were with this game was something I've never seen before. Right? It was, bro. The Matildas, what they've done
Amazing.
is they've just set up the future for fucking female
Fucking
football
oath.
in Australia.
And they should, hats off to
Oh,
them. They've
yeah.
done an
Fucking
amazing
oath.
job.
You know what, man? Like when Sam, like what Doug said,
Yeah.
like I've said, like I've been to fucking massive games, man, massive games.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of shit or a lot of different sports live. When Sam Kerr got that, not even when she scored,
When
when
she got the
she
ball.
got that ball through,
Yeah.
she had 2 defenders that she still had to fucking clear.
Fucking oath.
Right?
And one racing up behind her.
And this didn't happen at any other point in the game. This was fucking something that everybody just knew. They felt it, man.
Yeah.
It was fucking, as soon as that ball was put through to Sam Kerr
Yeah.
and she starts running,
Yeah.
the chances of her scoring were, there was more chance of her missing that ball. But the second she controlled that ball,
Yeah.
the crowd, bro, every single cunt in the stadium got up
Yeah.
Yeah.
and started cheering like she already scored the goal.
Yeah.
And it was just something that everyone,
You could feel it.
It was foreseen.
Yeah.
Everyone just knew this is going to be a goal.
Yeah.
And she fucking took that shot.
Oh, it was a beautiful shot. Man. I've
It
got
was
goosebumps thinking
a
about it.
screamer, bro. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened
Yeah.
for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even
100%.
when I came back, when I realized, fuck, all right, you know, like I'm back. I wasn't even at my section anymore. I was fucking further down.
Yeah. Yeah. No idea how I got there.
Next to these random people, and I'm thinking like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I was jumping and losing my shit.
Yeah, man.
Like, and that was a World Cup goal that we scored in a semi-final, man.
Yeah, that
these
was
girls,
beautiful.
What these girls have done
Yeah.
for this country,
Amazing.
Oh man.
No one
is
could ever take that off. What
mate,
they've
wait,
achieved, nobody can ever take
And
that
I'm
off them.
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed because at the beginning I'm like, who the fuck? He gives a shit.
You guys were at the stadium. I had a different perspective. We
Right,
were at
yeah,
my
okay.
brother's house. We had about 10 or 12 of us there, including the kids. And when you're right, when she got that ball, and as you said, she controlled it, everybody, like including my daughter and my nephew who were lying down, everybody stood up. We all stood up.
Yeah.
Everyone. My mum with a bad knee, we all stood up. We're all screaming. When she scored, man, we went fucking mental. Like, we screamed the house down to the point where people, by the end of the game, were talking like you've been at a concert yelling with a raspy voice, and we were at his house.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Fucking hell. Yeah.
No, I would say, honestly, the women's team is a lot more successful than any of the men's team that we've ever had.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Definitely.
And good on them.
Best ever finish we've ever
But
had
that's
at a
what we
World Cup.
needed. We needed. And you know what? This could be, hopefully, what sets us for the World Cup coming here for the men's.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Because it's been a very success, except for what happened in Melbourne, in Federation Square, where the crowd got a bit rowdy. Apart from that, we didn't have any issues.
No issues at all.
So hopefully that's what gets us over the line for the next.
Hopefully, yeah.
I think there was a turning point in this particular tournament that kind of elevated it a little bit, and that was obviously the quarterfinals. That penalty shootout.
Oh, that was
That was
ridiculous.
amazing.
20
That was
penalties.
a crazy.
That was
penalty
fucking
shootout.
nuts.
20 penalties.
That was
I got a
nuts.
little bit of commentary for it, so we can
That was amazing.
experience it a little bit.
That means that if John Aloisi
Oh,
can score this goal,
Oops. Nah, but this is the other key.
This one was amazing.
You're a piece of shit.
No, this was beautiful.
You're both pieces of
this is the best.
Fabi, shut up.
here's Aloisi from away from the World Cup. He's scored!
Yes, baby.
I still get goosebumps. Oh
Still.
my god, I still get goosebumps.
Chills. Literal chills.
2006.
Yep, that was
No,
a
it's
beautiful.
2005.
2005 for the
that's our
2006 World
episode for this week. So thank you for listening, guys.
Mute him.
See you next week.
Mute him.
At last!
That was beautiful. But you know what? That has catapulted football in Australia
In 24 days.
massively. And I think this is going to have a very, very similar
Impact.
impact that one had. Very similar. You know?
All
That
joking
was-
aside, that was obviously Australia beating Uruguay in 2005
Yes.
to get into the
To get
World
into
Cup
the World
after
They hadn't been in the World Cup for 30 years at least.
30 years or so, something like that. Yeah, anyway.
That was
Right.
bittersweet. That was
Yeah.
bittersweet. That
For
was,
you, for you, it was
that was-
sweet for
we
me.
have touched on this before.
Yeah,
but,
we have.
That was
I just
bittersweet.
wanted to play that
Yeah.
moment just to.
but look, you know,
was great.
all jokes aside, even though fuck you both.
I didn't agree to all jokes aside.
That's what
Yeah,
essentially brought in the air league.
yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
That
It
is
came in not
essentially-
long, yeah,
that's
pretty much.
essentially what brought in the air league.
That moment is literally just iconic in Australian football and Australian sport because it catapulted the A-League, it catapulted the Socceroos.
The Matildas, man.
The Matildas as
Everything.
well. And
Everything.
now I think the Matildas can now stand on their own 2 feet
100%.
as a proud
Yeah.
sporting team. They
So-
can. They don't have to live in the shadow, let's say,
No,
without
exactly
trying to sound rude, of the Socceroos. They are their own team and they are fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so you're welcome.
Yeah.
So let's actually listen to that moment in the
Courtney Vine?
quarterfinals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this was beautiful
huge,
too, man.
huge.
Step up in the
So,
big moment,
mate,
and he's
I was on the edge of my seat. I think everybody was. Yeah, everybody was. We were pacing. We were pacing. I was fucking pacing up and down.
21-year-old Courtney Vine
21 years
at
old.
her first World Cup
Fucking hell.
She was injured too, wasn't she?
can write the Matildas into history.
This is beautiful.
Bottom right.
Listen to that.
Still get goosebumps.
Yep, same. Look at that.
That
Fucking
roar,
amazing.
that roar was exactly the same, I reckon, when Kerr scored.
Wild scenes in Brisbane, the engine.
But yeah, man, like football has been part of our lives
Yeah.
Well-
for a long time, just because
whole life.
heritage.
The government have just announced a $250 million
Good.
injection, I think,
Good.
into the sport.
Fucking oath. Good.
Yeah, no,
But
it's
yeah,
huge,
it-
man.
a couple of commentaries. So I think when Aloisi scored that time, that showed how much football, it's the world game.
It is.
brings everyone
100%
together.
is the world game.
It brought all of Australia together at that moment.
Yeah.
And at this this quarterfinal, it just brought everyone together.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's incredible. Yeah.
Well
that
done,
experience was awesome. Yeah, nah, honestly, they outshone. They outshone for sure.
Fucking oath, man.
Yeah,
Fourth in the
fucking
world.
oath.
Like, that's nothing that I don't understand how people can see it as a failure. They're a
It's not a
fourth
failure.
in the
considering-
world in the World Cup. That's
Yeah,
just amazing.
But,
Nah,
it's not,
this
it's,
is-
but the thing is, it's not like Australia has never been in a final. It's the fact that we were in a FIFA World
Fucking
Cup
oath.
and it's football
Yeah.
that it's made it big. You talk to people that like I've never watched soccer before and I'm fully into
Oh,
it
yeah.
because the
Yeah.
girls are playing.
Yeah.
Right?
I had people, a mate, Craig, who was on the show, he doesn't watch sport at all. And he got tickets to go to the one where they won 2-0, I think it was. Mm-hmm. Canada. It was Denmark, maybe. They beat him 2-0. Mm-hmm. So that he went to watch that. Him and his missus went, and they don't follow sport at all. And he said it was one of the best experiences of it.
Yeah.
He loved it. He loved it. And he said it was brilliant. And he was texting me in that England game. Yeah, and I'm thinking, this guy doesn't watch sport on any level, in any way, shape or form. And he was watching.
All right, boys. I think that's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Right. And
thanks, gents.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Fabi, for coming up off the bench, mate. We appreciate it. You came in as a super sub. Love it.
Always fun.
Yeah. Remember, Amigos Down Under podcast.
Yeah. Listen up. Check our socials. Catch you later.
Yeah, buddy.
Bye.